Alright, here comes Double Jeopardy. And the categories are Astronomy, Women of Achievement,
Purple
Prose,
U.S.
Museums, Literature, but this time
and
the L's not in
Oscars
quotation marks,
Wild.
and Oscars Wild
Hey,
is
it's
the
still
last
anyone's game, and player 2. You get to select. We liked her. We really liked her when this actress won for Places in the Heart in 1985. It's player 1.
Who's Sally Field?
That's right. Way to go.
Oscars Wild 800.
Player 1. In 1992, proving he could keep up with the younger crowd, he did one-armed push-ups, accepting his City Slickers Oscar. Player 2.
Who's Clint Eastwood?
No.
No, that's not right.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 1.
Who is Jack Palance?
Right.
That's the one. Oscars Wild for 1200.
Player 1. He's the SNL guy, and you're not, who opened the 1988 show with, "Good evening, Hollywood phonies." He never hosted again. It's player 1.
Who is Chevy Chase?
Right.
Oscars Wild for 16.
Selecting. This American Beauty nominee nearly had a pregnant pause at the 2000 show. She was due with her 4th at any moment. Here's the response we were looking for. Annette Bening.
Annette Bening. Oscars Wild 2000.
Selected.
Answer, one of the Daily Doubles.
Answer. One.
Okay, I've got
You're in
7,800.
first place. So.
I'll just risk 600. I'm not feeling
Answer
too
this.
confident on this.
Disney sued the Academy for unflattering use of this character after a 1989 duet with her and Rob Lowe.
Who's Snow White?
That puts you even further ahead. Player 1.
Astronomy for
back to
400.
you. With the demotion of Pluto, it's now the smallest, least massive planet. Yes, player 1?
What is Mercury?
You got it.
Astronomy for 800.
Player 1. Northern observers, the most brilliant part of the Milky Way is found in the Archer, this constellation. Yes, player 1?
What is Orion?
Sorry.
No.
That's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Yes, player 3?
Sagittarius?
Good.
That was the one.
Player 3, make a selection, please, as we continue. From the Latin for kernel, this solid center of a comet consists of ice and dust particles. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the core?
No.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 2.
Nucleus is what we needed.
All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. This critique of pure reason author called some fuzzy objects island universes in 1775. He was right. Let's hear it, player 2.
Thomas Paine? No.
That's not right.
Player 2's down to 0.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is John Stuart Mill?
Nope.
No. Manuel Kant.
Anyone else?
I'm down to 5,200. Going the wrong way again now.
It's player 3. Right you are. Player 3, where do we start?
And there's the other Daily Double.
The second daily
She
double.
has a $250 lead over me right now.
You need to
Going for
select your
1,500.
Here is your clue. The constellation Coma Berenices, or Berenice's Hair, was given its exact form by this Dane in the 1500s.
Copernicus?
You have
No.
down to Here's the correct response. Tycho Brahe.
Tycho Brahe.
Please pick again, player 3.
Well, no daily doubles now.
You can get customized Gree bags at the historic Voodoo Museum on Dumaine Street in this city. Player 1.
What is New Orleans?
Good.
There we go. U.S. museums for 800.
Player 1. As this society has a long history, maps were the theme of a major 2007 exhibit at its museum, Explorers Hall. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is the Smithsonian? No.
Any other takers?
They're running into tough clues here.
Here's the correct response. National
Geographic.
Player 1. You can ham it up at a museum in this Virginia town. It houses a ham cured in 1902. It's player 3.
Richmond? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 1.
Smithfield? Was Smithfield? There we go. U.S. museums for 1600.
Player 1. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center in this Alabama city contains a vast collection of rockets and space memorabilia. We're talking about Huntsville.
Huntsville, Alabama. U.S. museums 2000.
Please. An arm of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, the LA Museum of this, teaches about bigotry, racism, and the Holocaust. It's player 1.
What is anti-Semitism? No. Down to 4,000.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, player 2.
Tolerance?
Correct.
That was what we needed.
Player 2, start us. Around 46 BC, Julius Caesar offended his countrymen by dedicating a statue to her. Player 1.
Who is Cleopatra?
Right. Where do we be? In November 1988, she was elected Prime Minister of Pakistan, becoming the first woman to head a modern Islamic nation. Yes, player 1.
Who is Benazir Bhutto? Women of Achievement 1200.
Select again. In 1616, she and her husband John Rolfe traveled to England to help raise funds for the Virginia colonists. Okay, player 1.
Who is Pocahontas? Women of Achievement for 16.
Please. As an example to her Russian subjects, she and her son Paul had themselves inoculated against smallpox in 1768. Yes, player 1.
Who's Catherine the Great?
Hey, you're right.
Women of Achievement 2000.
Player 1. To further the ambitions of her brother, her father, Pope Alexander VI, arranged several marriages for her. Let's hear it, player 3. That's right. Way to go.
Crazy Borgia.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. Make us. This Southern vampire author continued her purple prose with the bewitching novel Lasher. Yes, player 1.
Who is Anne Rice?
Good.
Purple Prose for 800.
Player 1. Sister of actress Joan, this author of The Stud was dubbed Hollywood's own Marcel Proust by Vanity Fair. It's player 1.
Who is Melissa Rivers? No, that wasn't it.
Anyone else? Here's what we wanted. Jackie Collins.
Oh, Jackie Collins.
Player 1. Pick again. This author of The Carpetbaggers and The Betsy has been called Papa of the Purple Prose Paperback. Okay, player 2.
Tom Robbins? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Harold Robbins.
Let's try literature for 400.
Select again. At the end of this novel, Reverend Dimsdale reveals publicly that he is the father of Hester Prynne's daughter. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Jane Eyre?
No.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 2.
I wanted to say the Scarlet Letter, but for some reason my mind went
A
away
lot of
from
clues,
that.
a lot of categories.
Literature
Player 2.
800.
Make us a... This character's first literary appearance was in the tragic drama The Seducer of Seville. Here's what we wanted. Don Juan.
Don Juan.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. He wrote the 2001, 2010, 2061, and 3001 Odyssey books. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who's Anthony Burgess? No!
Anyone?
This is getting frustrating now.
We're talking about Arthur C. Clarke. Select again. This Neville Shute novel depicts the coming annihilation of the human race after a nuclear war. We're talking about On the Beach. Player 2, back to you for our next selection. The title of this 1985 Bobby Ann Mason novel refers to the time a soldier spent in Vietnam. Here's the correct response. In Country.
In Country. 2 clues left.
Player 2, pick again. Fittingly, his Riders of the Purple Sage has been accused of having purple prose. Let's hear it, player 2.
Zane Grey. Alright, last
Now
clue
let's
for
take
this
a look
round.
at that $2,000 clue, shall we? Purple prose is exemplified by this author's "It was a dark and stormy night." Okay, player 1.
Who's Edgar Allan Poe?
No.
No!
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about Edward Bulwer Lytton.
Edward Bulwer Lytton. So I'm in
Looks
second
like you'll all
place
be
going
moving on
into
to
Final Jeopardy.
after this break. Now, Final Jeopardy coming right up right now with this category. Midwest topography.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bet it all.
What are you going to wait? Let's take a look at the last clue. This state has the largest sand dunes complex in the United States, just north of a river named for its flatness.
What is Nebraska?
And your response? Sorry, that incorrect
It's not
response will
Kansas.
drop your score by... What did you put as your response? How much do you...
Okay, I got that right.
Response.
I go up to 8,000.
What did you say? With that correct response,
Ah, she beat me. So this run lasts only 2 victories.
Congratulations.